Oh, it's not something you can control? You didn't choose to be attracted to kids? That's fine. Please face the wall.
In case you couldn't tell, that was a no, which I know that's a real hot take. Like, no need to applaud me. I swear I'm no saint for saying that. Like, no, I know it's a real hot take, but you don't have to give me the validation for saying it. It's something we all know. Or is it something we all know? I really wish it were something we all knew. Unfortunately, some of Twitter doesn't get that. It wasn't extremely hard for me to find it, but it took a while, which, you know, the fact that I found it in the first place is pretty deplorable, but let's just begin reading into the minds of people who actually believe that they are, for whatever reason. If you've gotten groomed, then it's your fault. Yep, the children, victim blaming at its finest. You could not find a better example of victim blaming. Like, yeah, apparently if you were taken advantage of at a young age by some sick fuck on the internet, then that's your fault. They're valid. You shouldn't have gone taken advantage of. You pussy. What do you not like being sexually assaulted or something? Like, what is wrong with you? Don't you know we need to accept them? Attraction does not equal action. Now this is a very common argument. Now why is this an argument? I don't know. I don't. What do they think they're accomplishing by saying this? Uh, we get that you're attracted. We get that you haven't all, like, and I say you as in towards them. I'm not assuming everyone who watches my videos are, for that. I really hope they aren't. I'd rather not have an audience at all than have all my audience for that. So what I'm saying here is, yeah, it's a very common argument, and I don't know why they say it, because it's not like they do anything that does anything to help. What do you think that people are going to hear you say, oh, we're just attracted, we haven't done anything, and they're going to think of you any better, like you're not some degenerate? Like, just because you haven't done anything doesn't mean your tastes aren't extremely degenerate. Like, they're still children and you're still attracted to them. I don't think I need to say any more. I know I'm really giving more emotional type arguments here, but do you really need to? It's really common sense that you shouldn't be taking advantage of children. I mean, they're children, they don't know any better. They physically haven't developed to consent. I, according to my own state, am unable to consent, which I perfectly agree with. I'm stupid as fuck, except for in this subject. I think I'm not educated. I just have common sense. I think everyone and their grandma knows that. Well, except for pedophiles and their grandmas who are also pedophiles, also think that for some reason it's only pedophiles supporting other pedophiles is what I've seen. It's useful to keep in mind that pedo does not equal child molester, and that pedophilia is a neurological miswiring in a person's brain one doesn't choose to have. They are literally born that way. It's another very common argument that can easily be debunked with just go if it's something that they really need help with. I mean, if you're willing to go to therapy for it, or take medication, or do anything required to stop it, really, they should at least be given the chance to go to therapy and change for the better. But if they double down and say that they should be valid and added to the same group that gay people are in, because gay people are the same for whatever reason, which, they're not. They're two consenting adults doing whatever they want, and that's fine by me. However, dragging in kids who don't know any better, that's not good. This is about the same thing you've heard like 20,000 times from all the other YouTubers. I'm no different. But do you really want to hear anything different? Like, to those who are going to complain that my take is exactly the same as everyone else, do you want to hear a different take? Like, or is that really something you want to hear? Because I know it's not something I want to hear. Now, this one says, I haven't done anything yet. My attraction isn't illegal. Actions would be. I don't want anything physical. Go harass another pride group that aren't maps. Now, let me just say, I haven't done anything yet. I think that's self-explanatory. Does he think he's gonna do something in the future? Is that like his insurance for when he does molest someone? And he's like, okay, it's not like I said I wasn't gonna do it. I said haven't done it yet. And to be fair, I didn't do it yet. Say hypothetically. Okay, I was gonna do a Ben Shapiro impression there, but I think even Ben Shapiro doesn't like pedophiles. It's that much of a common sense thing. And I'm not saying Ben Shapiro's a bad guy and all. I don't agree with him on some things. I agree with him on other things. But, everyone's allowed to have different opinions unless you're pro-pedophile. Then, you should have all your rights to opinions taken away. And I like how he addresses MAPS as another pride group. No, MAPS are not a pride group. Like, where in LGBTQ plus do you see pedophile or MAP or whatever you like to call yourself to make yourself feel better? If you haven't done anything, again, go to therapy. If if you do something, then just, I don't know, have what you did to those kids happen to you in jail, please. Then you'll know how the kids feel. Now, this one I censored the name because this is a child and they don't know any better. They're attracted to older people, but they don't know any better that older people who do want to pick them up and actually do something, they are not good. They're not right in the head, but they don't know any better. So when they're asking for older men to hit them up with the AAM pride, that means they're adult attracted minors because, I don't know, they like older people. I really can't explain why it happens, but then again, I can't explain why anything happens. All I know is that it does and that it's just not good. But, my problem isn't with the kids who don't know any better. My problem is with the adults who are adults. They say, DM me, hit me up. They're going to groom the kids for whatever reason. God, they're going to groom the kids. These kids are not safe. Get these kids off the internet. Parents, please. If anyone watching this is a parent, which I highly doubt that, but, if you do, make sure you know what your kid's doing on the internet. Make sure they're not talking to any adults that they don't know, because that just leads down a long, slippery slope that leads to just problems later. If you don't say/stand for #map rights and all that stuff, leave and go kill it. Yes, it's us that should go kill ourselves. Yes, definitely. I mean, I'm not saying all maps should go kill them. Like, if they're getting help, like I said for the 1,000th time, go to therapy, get some meds, do what you need to do. Just stop thinking that. But if you double down trying to tell people who are quote unquote intolerant to kill themselves, then you should be the one who kills yourself, because really the world would be a better place without you. And I'm not saying go harass this guy on Twitter, but look at my eyes when I say, you can't look at my eyes, but just imagine they're hinting otherwise. Don't bully this guy on Twitter for saying this. Pedophile does not mean screwing kids. It means being attracted to them, idiot. Yeah, you're the idiot. You think we do that to children? No. We're just attracted to them. That's a sound argument, as we've gone over, for whatever reason. Who puts themselves in the mind? How do you get in the mindset of this? How do you, for some reason, how do you somehow think that being attracted is any better? That, like, I understand you're not actually penetrating them, but that's not a good thing. That's awful. Just get help. And if you're not willing to get help and you're willing to double down on all that, then at that point you should go die. I myself am a kid, so I think I have double the authority to say this. Any guys want to DM? Preferably older guys. Now, again, I find this stuff really sad because the kids don't know any better, but the adults do know any better, and they willingly reply, DM, please. They're desperate for that DM from a 14-year-old for whatever goddamn reason.